Former Trump aides warn of serious threats if he wins in 2024. We're running out of time. 3 of Donald Trump's former White House staffers issued stark warnings about his potential second term and pleaded for others in power to speak out against the former president. Fundamentally, a second Trump term could mean the end of American democracy as we know it, Alyssa Farah Griffin, former White House Director of Strategic Communications, said Sunday on ABC's This Week. Farah Griffin left Trump's White House in December 2020, in the wake of that year's election and the former president's baseless claims of fraudulent results. Fellow former top-level White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson, who delivered bombshell testimony to the House January 6 committee last summer, echoed Farah Griffin's message and criticism of Trump. The fact that he feels that he needs to lean into being a dictator alone shows that he's a weak and feeble man who has no sense of character and integrity and has no sense of leadership, Hutchinson said, referencing recent comments by Trump that he would be a dictator only on day one, if re-elected. Hutchinson described her experience in the West Wing on January 6, 2021 to the House committee in June 2022. Including alleged moments such as Trump lunging for the steering wheel so he could join Capitol protesters. Hutchinson said Sunday she left town, for several months, out of fear of death threats in the wake of her testimony. Farah Griffin and former Deputy Press Secretary Sarah Matthews said they also received threats after speaking out against Trump. Despite all the personal sacrifice, I knew that ultimately, it was the right thing to do, Matthews told ABC. And so I just would encourage others to come forward because we're running out of time in order to try to stop Trump from being in the Oval Office again. Farah Griffin specifically called on former Vice President Mike Pence to speak out, more forcefully, on what she called the unfitness of Donald Trump. He's seen more than any of us have seen. He knows more than any of us know, Farah Griffin said. Pence launched his own 2024 presidential run against Trump earlier this year but dropped out of the race in October. Matthews, who indicated in Sunday's interview she would vote for President Joe Biden in 2024 if faced with a rematch between him and Trump, said she believes many Republicans will not comment publicly for fear of retaliation from Trump. The former president has vowed retribution against his enemies, including lawmakers and prosecutors who have investigated him. In a statement responding to the group's interview, Trump's campaign said Hutchinson, Farah Griffin and Matthews are ungrateful grifters who had gone full Judas. According to ABC.